Did you know that you could do 1,000 crunches a day and still not lose a single inch of belly fat? Sounds crazy, right? So many of us spend years sweating it out in the gym, going on strict diets, but when we stand in front of the mirror, that stubborn belly is still there, staring back at us. But the scary part isn't that your shirt buttons are about to pop. The real scary part is what you can't see. The fat you can pinch with your fingers, that's actually not the dangerous stuff. The real killer is the invisible fat hiding deep inside your belly. Doctors call it visceral fat. This isn't just normal fat, it's actually alive. It wraps itself around your liver, your heart, and your pancreas, literally choking your organs every single moment. You might look slim on the outside, but on the inside, your organs are drowning in a sea of fat, and you might not even know it. Today, I'm going to share a secret Japanese protocol that can melt this toxic fat from the inside out without crazy diets or living at the gym. We're going to break down the science of why people in Japan live the longest and why they rarely deal with obesity. And stay tuned, because if you miss the final step of this video, the first two won't work at all. But first, let's look at a real-life story. What do you think about the carnivore diet? Is it healthy? Let me know in the comments. I ask because one of our community members, Dave, shared his experience. Dave was fit his whole life, eating clean, but then a bad injury stopped him in his tracks. For about a year, he couldn't take care of his body and ate whatever he wanted. The result? Belly fat and zero fitness.
Does that sound familiar? Life throws curveballs at all of us. Dave eventually lost 17 pounds and flattened his stomach by doing the carnivore diet, eating only meat and doing light exercise. It proves you can bounce back. But the question is eating only meat sustainable or healthy in the long run? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Our body is a weird machine. When we think about weight loss, we think starve yourself or run for hours. But science says visceral fat is a completely different ballgame. Regular fat is just stored energy, but visceral fat, it's a toxic factory. It pumps out chemicals called cytokines that create constant inflammation in your body. This inflammation is the root cause of heart attacks, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Japanese researchers found that cutting calories isn't enough. You need to eat foods that actually change the DNA of your fat cells. And that brings us to step one of our protocol, the Carotenoid Shield. You might have noticed that a traditional Japanese meal has way more colorful vegetables than rice. That is their secret weapon. Our bodies are constantly under oxidative stress. Think of it like rust on a car. As we age or eat the wrong stuff, our cells get rusty. This slows down your metabolism and signals your body to store belly fat. The only way to clean off this rust is with antioxidants, but you need a specific kind called carotenoids. Carrots, pumpkins, yellow bell peppers, dark leafy greens, these are packed with beta-carotene. But there's a psychological trick here we often ignore. We don't just eat with our mouths, we eat with our eyes. Think about it. When a plate is full of colorful veggies, your brain goes, wow, that's a lot of food. This visual satisfaction actually makes you feel fuller. Studies show that if you ate blindfolded, you'd feel full eating half as much. So make your plate a source of color.
Recent studies show that people with high levels of carotenoids in their blood have way less visceral fat. Why? Because these nutrients stop fat cells from growing. When you eat the rainbow, your body stops the signal to store new fat. But here's the problem. A lot of us eat veggies, but we do it wrong. So how should you eat them? Many people think boiled vegetables equal boring food. We either overcook them and kill the nutrients, or we pair them with things that actually add fat. Japanese people keep that variety: red, orange, yellow, and green. Here's a tip. Make a salad dressing with apple cider vinegar, garlic, a little olive oil, black pepper, and a splash of lemon juice. Now, using olive oil or fat here isn't bad. In fact, your body needs that healthy fat to absorb the vitamins from the carrots and greens. Japanese cuisine uses a lot of vinegar and fermented foods too.
If you can fill half your plate with these colorful veggies starting today and cut down on the white stuff, flour, sugar, white pasta, you will see magic happen. Your body will switch from a carb-burning machine to a fat-burning machine. You'll see the weight start to drop without the misery of starving yourself. Now, here's something urgent. You might be thinking, I eat veggies, so why do I still have a belly? This is the most interesting part. The food is just one piece of the puzzle. You need to know what to drink with it. This brings us to the second pillar of the Japanese protocol, the liquid key, specifically green tea, or even better, matcha or sencha. But let's be real, there is a problem. How many of you actually like the taste of green tea or matcha? Take our friend Sean, for example. He openly admitted he hates the taste of avocado, celery, and matcha, but he has a wedding coming up and needs to lose about 10 pounds, so he's forcing himself to consume them.
We've all been there. We know it's good for us, but the taste? Not so much. But remember, medicine isn't always sweet. The matcha contains a compound called EGCG, which directly activates your fat-burning hormones. However, most of us make a mistake when brewing matcha that makes it taste bitter. If you leave tea leaves in boiling water for too long, it will get bitter. Japanese people treat tea making as an art. For regular tea leaves, don't keep them in hot water for more than a minute. This keeps the benefits without the bitterness. So if you hate the taste, you might just be brewing it wrong. And if you still can't stand the flavor, set a goal like Sean did, whether it's fitting into an outfit for a party or just looking good in the mirror. That goal will help you get that drink down. But wait, you might be drinking the wrong stuff. Did you know 95% of the green tea sold in bottles at the store is actually making you gain weight? That's because they're loaded with sugar and preservatives. There is a huge difference between regular green tea and matcha. With regular tea, you throw away the leaves. With matcha, you're drinking the whole leaf ground into a powder. You're getting 100% of the nutrients. Our body has a hormone called norepinephrine that helps break down fat, but certain enzymes destroy this hormone, stopping the fat-burning process. The EGCG in matcha blocks those enzymes, letting the hormone do its job longer, forcing your body to break down fat cells for energy. Studies show that drinking a cup of unsweetened matcha before a workout can increase fat burning by 17%. Imagine doing the same workout but getting double the results just because you picked the right drink.
A quick warning though, just because it's healthy doesn't mean you can drink gallons of it. Stick to 2 or 3 cups a day and definitely not right before bed. The caffeine can mess with your sleep, and if you don't sleep, your cortisol spikes, which, you guessed it, adds more belly fat. Timing is key. A cup after breakfast and a cup after lunch is the sweet spot. By the way, what's your go-to coffee or tea right now? Do you take it black or do you need that milk and sugar? Let me know in the comments. I want to see how many health-conscious viewers we have here. And if you're finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join our family. Okay, diet check, drink check. Now for the third and most critical step. What do you think is better for weight loss, running or walking? This is a huge debate in the fitness world. Some gurus say running destroys your joints. Others say you have to run to see results. It's a hot topic in the health community. Do you see Japanese people pumping heavy iron at the gym every day? Not really. So how do they stay so fit? The secret is in how they move. The third step of the protocol is the 75% rule. We have this misconception that to lose weight, we have to sprint on a treadmill until we collapse. But for visceral fat, that's not always the best way. Super intense exercise can spike cortisol, stress hormones, which can actually backfire. On the other hand, strolling too slowly won't do much either. So what's the fix? The fix is Zone 2 cardio, or exercising at 75% intensity. But how do you know you're at 75% without a heart rate monitor? Use the talk test. Let's say you're jogging or walking briskly. Your speed should be fast enough that you can have a conversation with a friend, but you cannot sing a song. Basically, you're breathing a bit heavy, taking a breath between sentences, but you aren't gasping for air. If you can chat endlessly without effort, you're going too slow. If you can't talk at all, you're going too fast, and your body starts burning sugar instead of fat. The magic happens right in that middle zone. When you do this for 45 minutes 3 to 4 times a week, blood flow to your liver and muscles skyrockets. At this specific pace, your body uses fat as its main fuel source. People in Japan walk a lot, but they don't walk lazily. They walk with purpose. Taking the stairs at the subway, walking to the market, they do it all at a brisk pace. This keeps their metabolism running all day. We often think, I went to the gym for an hour, so now I can sit on the couch and watch TV. But research shows if you work out for an hour and sit for the other 23, your visceral fat probably won't budge. It's called active couch potato syndrome. The key is to sit less and keep moving. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time for the gym. Good news, you don't need a gym membership for this. You can start brisk walking in the morning or right after work. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Pace around while you're on the phone. These small changes add up. Remember, visceral fat didn't appear overnight, and it won't vanish overnight either. But if you stick to this Japanese protocol, colorful veggies, matcha tea, and 75% intensity movement for just 3 months, I guarantee you will see a massive change. Your energy will go up, your sleep will get better, and your waistline will shrink. But here is the catch. Everything we just talked about is how to burn fat. But even if you burn it, if your liver isn't healthy, this whole process can get stuck. The liver is your body's main fat-burning organ. If you have a fatty liver, losing weight becomes almost impossible, no matter how much you diet or exercise. So detoxing or cleaning your liver is absolutely essential. But how do you know if you have a fatty liver? And how can you clean it naturally at home? We cover exactly that in our next video. If you really want to get healthy from the inside out and take this journey to the next level, click the video on your screen right now. I'll show you 5 homemade drinks that clean your liver naturally. I'll see you over there. Stay healthy, stay safe.